NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
You already know, man.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
David, what you on, bro?
Throwing now, Jackson. Jackson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Mack Wilson. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Here's Jackson on third and long. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Check three. SOS. Hey, alert three. Tight.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
No, it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Fourth down.
They snap it to Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
At the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. A run for Nick Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that
like
drive,
that,
CD,
bro?
but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They run. Chubb, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back 2 is the back 2.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught. The Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Eagles 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eager pressure, too much this time. There he goes.
That nigga
Matt
caught
Wilson,
him.
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That shit is funny as hell.
after the sack on first down. Jackson, that'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Yeah, tell that nigga relax, bro. He over there already crying shit. I know he's gonna play you.
Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man. It's
That nigga's already crying.
And into the end zone.
That nigga house shit, bro.
D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra
like that.
Down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Eagles 6. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker to kick it away.
I know that nigga not playing.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Damn, I never seen him so hard. He over there stressed, bro. I got.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On the ground, it's Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Oh.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
A final shot before the break. Newton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf. As time expires in the first half. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
All right.
And now how about this? They'll go for 2 and try to get to the locker room with a tie ball game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. And 2 more for good measure. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he powers his way up past the 30. The ball carrier. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Hunt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam. Liking 18. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
Oh, get there, Ricardo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, like that.
On first down, it's Hunt. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked first, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill.
Take that.
2 catches,
No, he
2
did.
touchdowns here
He
so
went over.
far. The Steelers are going to take the lead.
This nigga
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This went over motherfucking triangle. That shit.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They fake the give. Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
48.
1 second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Niggas like I picked them zips. I really text. Nigga just stick to that.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Back now in Pittsburgh, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Spark the black. Sit back, relax. Next.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Yo, what's up with you, bro?
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 3rd and short.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And they'll run with a 4th-year man, Tariq Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And again, it's Chubb. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Grab it. Intercept that bitch.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To the right side.
Oh, he did.
Now
This is so
the Steelers
gay.
use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
I cannot believe that.
Man, what is he doing?
Jackson to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than
bro.
a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it.
Hey.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That is crazy.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it's incomplete.
Hey, this guy,
Still
this
throwing
nigga
to the
all
very
baby,
end.
bro.